Good evening, guys. Welcome back. What a game that was this afternoon. And I've got to admit, you've got to be living on another planet if you didn't think that was a great game of football. What a game of football. And I know, yes, of course, I was excited. I'm a Man United fan. But if we'd lost 4-3, I'd still be sitting here and saying, what a game of football that was. A perfect advert for football. Welcome back, though, to Bournemouth. And our struggles continue. But I don't know if you guys watched the video this afternoon. Dan had submitted a tactic. And so what I've got is I'm going to set that up. And I've got it here. This 4-4-2, the inverted 4-4-2 that he had. So I'm going to set that up. And with a bit of luck, if needed, it's just sat there just in case we actually need to use it. We've got some very, very tough games today. Some very, very tough games. And I need big games from players. This, it's not that tactic that we're using, is it? It's this one. So the guys are not particularly used to this. Whether or not they'll take to it, I don't know. The dynamics is okay. It says I've got 2 unhappy players, but I can only see one. Katera still wants to leave. Nobody's going to pay the money, 44 million for him, but I think I've made a promise to him. Matches agreed sale price. Nobody's going to pay 44 million pounds for somebody who got about a 6.3 last season. He's not going to leave, I don't think. We, on the other hand, probably still need to bring in a couple of players. And if there is anybody in the chat, can you let me know if you can hear me or see me? It's sometimes disconcerting because YouTube doesn't give me the information that I need. And I don't know whether you can actually hear me or see me. So if somebody could let me know, that would be absolutely awesome. And don't forget, drop a like, because likes and comments will help the channel to grow. Thanks, Fricks. Thanks for that. So, did you see that game this afternoon? Andy, did you see that game this afternoon? What a game that was. What an absolute gem of a game that was. And I just went and set this up, played through the week before, and unfortunately picked up 2 injuries to very key players. One of them was Gomez, but he's made it back in time by the look of it. And the other one was the goalkeeper. He's the brand new signing, Gregorio. He's going to be out for another 2 to 3 weeks. So that's not good news. So FM, that your new players are actually just immediately targeted for injury. So 2 key players got injured. 1 hopefully is still fit. But we do have another injury problem, I think, don't we? We have McAtee out, of course. He's going to be out for another 2 weeks or so. So I still need to bring in a player or 2, and I don't know where. This is the problem. Goalkeepers, we're fine. I think we're fine with Breno and Gregoria. We've got this young kid, Crisp, who's a backup. I thought that Liverpool... There were phases of the game, I thought, Andy. I thought that United were the better team for 35 minutes, but then they ran out of puff. And Coventry will take a note of that Manchester United do this all the time. They play football for 35 minutes at 200 miles an hour, and then they completely run out of puff. And Liverpool exploited that. After 35 minutes, up until 70 minutes, Liverpool should have killed that game. But they didn't, and that's always dangerous. If you don't kill the game, as we know from FM, then the opposition could come back into it. And Rashford should have won the game before it went to extra time, and how he missed that, I don't know. I think I probably would have scored that. But he missed it, and then when Liverpool scored then, it just could have gone either way. From 70 minutes on, it could have gone either way. And when Liverpool scored, I thought, that's it, we're done. But they showed some character for a change and fought back in. Do I feel sorry for Diallo? Probably not, no. I question the reasoning for a yellow card for taking your shirt off. Is that really something that's necessary? I mean, is it what is it about? Is it about nudity or what? It's nothing that people don't see on the beach. If they actually dropped their shorts and did a moonie, I'd probably say fair enough for a yellow card. But taking your shirt off, I mean, I don't know. But I got to question the players. What is the need to do that? Why do you have to do that? It's pointless. I mean, I think he was holding his shirt up to show the fans his name. They know who he is anyway. So I don't know why they do that. And if I was the manager, I think I'd tell the players that if you do that, I'm going to fine you a month's wages. Because that rules him out of the semi-final now. And back in the day, they were offended. They didn't... I would never have... When I was scoring goals in my school team, I don't think I would have ever run up to all the teachers on the touchline and whipped me shirt off for them. Nah, the headmaster, I don't think, would have appreciated it. But I just... Do I feel sorry for him? No. Don't take your shirt off. You know you're not allowed to do it. Don't do it. And I don't know why they persist in doing it, but that's just my 2.5 pence worth. So right back, we seem to be okay as well. Left back, probably going to be targeted throughout the season, but I'd like to see Esbrand getting a few games, and there's a couple in front of him. So probably okay, given that we're only going to be playing 40 games or so this season. I guess we're okay. We have 3 extremely decent. I mean, Metbam I'm not absolutely thrilled with, but Dorrington's come in on loan. We're going to have to give him game time. So I guess 4 centre-backs should be enough. And in midfield, we've just got a ton of midfielders. And we also have a ton of left-sided midfielders. Left wingers, we seem to be fine. Right wingers, shadow strikers, we seem to be fine. And right wingers, we seem to be okay. Plenty of cover. And up top, this is possibly where we're lacking. We have Danny Gomez in. Icardi... the jury's out on that one. I still think he's going to be a better impact sub than actually a regular starter. Andor is a breakthrough prospect. He's still too young, I think, although a good prospect. His finishing and his composure is really good. Where do you think I need to get players in? Where do I need to strengthen this squad? There's 2 weeks left in the transfer window, and I can't see where I need to spend the money. I've got 7 million. I've got 200,000 in wage budget. So where would you strengthen? Midfield looks possibly favourite for me. We only have 1 4-star, and Alex Scott will probably end up playing up here. Full-backs. Left back. I mean, it looks okay to me if Brandon Williams is just a left back. There's plenty of cover. I want to give Esbrand some game time. He's a young kid. Well, he's not anymore. He's 24. But he has gone up in terms of his valuation from the scouts, from the coaches. So I do believe he needs some game time. Aina will be just above him, and Brandon Williams will be the number 1. I don't know. Let's see what comes up in terms of transfers. I just struggling with that one a little bit. Right mid. Yeah, I'm thinking, Andy, right mid might be where we need to focus. Let's just have a look at see what's available in terms of a right mid. see what we've got here. I'm probably looking at a 22, 23-year-old. He's too expensive, but Baleba, who's Baleba? Love his mentals, and very, very good passer of the ball, tackler. I just like the look of him. Can also play if we change the tactic. We've got a Segundo Volante there or a deep line playmaker. Good physicals, good mentals. He's not world class, but his price there. Let's just ask his agent. 15 and 19. We don't kind of have that money. But if we had someone going out, then that I was actually thinking that Brenner could leave, the goalkeeper. I was actually thinking that we could get decent money for him. He could go and we could just have Crisp as the reserve goalkeeper. I like Crisp. He's done very well for us when he's played. I'm pretty sure we've got somebody in the reserves who can come in as well. There is a goalkeeper out on loan, I believe. This is not showing me their position. But he's a very, very good goalkeeper. So I don't know. Oh, there he is, Dragowski. He's a pretty decent goalkeeper. So he's out on loan at the moment. I can't recall him because he's just gone out. I don't know why he was let go. So I could use Crisp and Breno until January and then bring back Dragowski. That Crisp and who's the other one? The injured one. It's Gregario. And then Breno could be sold for, I don't know, might get 15 million for him. In which case, we could then go and buy our midfielder. I don't know. It's a tough call. And I really don't know what to do. But I'm not looking forward to this, particularly. I just want to have a look where my lines are. I have to squeeze the lines. In fact, I'm going to step up more. I don't want Mepam, I don't think. Oh, he has got pace, so he's okay to play in that right-hand role. I'm wondering, should I play him on cover? Play one of these on cover. He's got exceptional acceleration. Perhaps we don't need to. Yeah, Baleba looks like a very, very good player to me, Saul. Just need a little bit more cash before we can bring him in. Ah, wait, I need to just check that we have cover on the bench. And there you go. There's no defender right. So Esbrand can come in as the defender right. As the defender left and Aina defender. And then Dorrington centre back. Now we don't need a centre back. So, but we're a bit short on the old subs front. Parrott, I want Parrott in. Plenty of strikers. Armanoff, Katera. Katera is now wanted apparently by Celtic, is he? Well, get your checkbook out, Celtic, and you can have him. 44 million would be nice. Samuel Acosta. So yeah, okay. So there are options. Oh, we don't want the sound on. Everybody put in that game. Good. I've turned that. Click that thing off, which means it doesn't take a minute. Hey Simon, how you doing? So I'm really not looking forward to playing Arsenal today. it's probably not going to go our way. I think we're probably going to have a tough time again this season. I'm gonna try and remain calm, but I think we are going to have a horrible time again. We shouldn't, because we're not in any other major competitions. But that's my fault, because talking to you guys, I forgot the golden rule. He'll do that, and then you do it again, and he changes his mind. I forgot about that. And that's the trap that FM sets you, and I fell for it there, didn't I? So we're a goal behind already. I'm looking at centre mids, I think. Possibly a left back and centre mids. But in order to get them in, we need to free up some money, and I think that I could sell Breno. We've brought in a first-team goalkeeper, so we really don't have any need for Breno anymore, and that would give us the money to spend. Hey, sir, good to see you. I like this. 1 shot, 1 on target. That's 100%. It's better than Arsenal. So we're not out of this. FM is a strange beast. Oh, but now we know it's not going to be our day unless I change something. But we are coming back into the game. We haven't panicked, and we're coming back into the game. Playing the ball around quite nicely, by the look of it. Go on, son. Go on. Is he going to have a pop himself? He is indeed. Left back, try Barso. We'll have a look for these boys after, see if we can pick them up. I mean, obviously you have to have a good number of fullbacks, but I don't want 4 and then have to deal with players. If you've got 4 wingbacks or fullbacks, then you know nobody's going to get injured. And then you've got the problem of keeping people happy. Whereas if you've only got 2, you know that they're both going to be injured at various points during the season. And is this going to be a total imbalance in the highlights again? 2 highlights, 2 goals. We've had 2 highlights, 0 goals. A total imbalance in the highlights again. Unbelievable. So I might actually switch the tactic over in a minute. We'll wait till half time now. We can play in 3 different ways, so we'll switch the tactic at half time. We haven't done badly. We haven't had the possession, but they've had 2 highlights, 2 goals, and it does annoy me that it's like I just want the game not to do that. I want it to be a fair, key highlights to be a fair reflection, so that we can see they miss some sometimes as well. Gomez is playing like a twit. All of these 3 again. Unbelievable. So I'm going to switch it to this one. And we're going to just try something different. See, Icardi's only a 1.5 star player. And Traore is really bad, so needs to come off anyway. Do I have... yeah, we have Aina who can come on here. Tyler Adams, absolutely shocking. I've never made 3 subs at half time before, but I think I'll have to. They're not going to improve from that, so try something different. We'll try something different. We'll put Esposito as the playmaker, I think. I wasn't looking forward to this Arsenal game. It's going to drop us down near the relegation zone again. This is where we belong. So, look, Brandon Williams now, 6.4s. Everybody. I can't change everybody. I might have to shout at them. Oops. There you go. 3 highlights, 3 goals. I'm going to switch to extended because this is silly. It's absolutely silly. You can't have the opposition scoring every time they get the ball. Let's see some of their misses as well. If I actually wasn't doing YouTube, I'd be playing in comprehensive or full highlights. But you can't do that when you're doing YouTube. I miss that, actually. I've been doing YouTube for just over 2 years now. And I miss playing in full highlights. So, blimey, we are getting thumped here. Well, if everybody's playing badly, there's not much I can do. Every single one of them. I can't change them all. Let's try the other one then. I have no idea what I'm doing now. Icardi can come up now. Gomez is 6.2 now. Unbelievable. $6.2 for Brandon Williams. I'll have to put Aina back here, take Brandon Williams off. I don't have anybody who can play there. So what I do know is that whoever I bring on there can't actually play any worse. But he could play there. And then we'll bring Parrott in here. That's it. That's all my changes. We were doing all right. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much quite mindless. But it's a fairer way to watch the game because at least you do get to see the opposition miss sometimes. Whereas they've had 5 highlights and 4 goals, and that annoys me. We're not the worst score in the league at the moment because United are beating Brentford 6-0. And I guess we sit tight and we wait for another horrid, horrific season. And one of the things that I'm struggling with is you can't find strikers who can score goals. Ever since this save began, I've never had a striker who can score a goal. The higher line might have been the problem, but by the time Icardi, he started off as a 2.5 star. He's now a 1.5 star. That's how rated he is. And I had reservations of him when we began. Oh my God! How is Breno on a 7.1? How is Breno on a 7.1? He's let in 5. And he was rubbish there. I just want to sell every single one of those old players. Start with a totally clean sheet because this is Burnley all over again. And I thought I'd never get to see that kind of save ever again in my life. But I'm seeing it unfold right before my eyes again. And we're going to be in a relegation battle again. Are we giving away a penalty? Let's make it 6-0 then. Oh no, we're going to get one, are we? Oh, of course. FM always gives you a consolation. Of course. Nope, no penalty. Oh, it's no penalty. 6-0. Oh, let's just get sacked. That's what I want. Yeah, I mean, Simon, I absolutely wanted to. If I'd have done the transfer window myself, I'd have sold a lot of them. In fact, I don't know if you were around when we were doing Burnley last year. Burnley only started to become successful when every one of the original squad was gone. And when Scott Twine was the last one to leave, we went away to Manchester City and we beat Manchester City away, and then we beat Liverpool away, and we never looked back after that. So, explain that one. 6-0. Oh my God. Missed the deadline. Yeah, you did. Unfortunately, Sol, just missed the deadline. Did you sell them all? Because that's what I would have done. And Breno is still on a 6.9. Good Lord. Everybody else is like 6.16. Highest is 6.5. But somehow my goalkeeper in a 6-0 defeat has got a 6.9. Well, what shall we say? I'm far from pleased. Why are they frustrated? They must have been expecting a rocket. So that's good for goal difference, isn't it? I think we have to give the fans their money back for that one. So what have we got coming up next? Oh, Manchester City in the league next. It doesn't get any easier, does it? This tactic comes from Neil, and I don't know if you're there, Neil. I don't know if it's going to work for Bournemouth. We'll give it a shot. I know Andy's tactic was very attacking as well, and his attacking tactic didn't work last season. We had to change it. I know the 4-1-2-2-1 does not work anymore after the update. I just feeling not good about this. Feeling not good about... what's going on here? Wrong button. This is going to be very, very painful. Until all that squad is gone, it's going to be very painful. I had to actually... I do remember I had to get rid of every single one of the Burnley squad before they started to improve. And I kind of thought, I lived through it. And we won the League Cup, and that was a big day. I thought to myself after that, I'll never have to see that again. Thank goodness. And here it is, all over again. And like FM is a series of challenges. And each time you take a save on, you take on a different challenge. It could be a financial challenge. It could be injury challenge. It could be can't find players challenge. It could be dynamics challenge. This one is the hardest of all, where you've got a bunch of players who refuse to play with each other. It doesn't tell you that's what's happening, but we know from experience that that's what it is. Yeah, well, I can't follow up yet. But I don't think that tactic's going to work. We have to get defensive. We'll play this one more time against Watford in the Cup. I actually don't mind losing in the League Cup. This team couldn't win a raffle, let alone a football match. So let's get out of the League Cup now rather than later on. But the game is set up that it will let us win, which is really annoying. We don't have to win in the cups, and I agree with him. Change the entire team because they were absolutely shocking. So I'm not going to do much in terms of this game. Absolutely shocking team this is. And yeah, dynamics are good, but I know what it is. It's that they will not play together. There's a couple of bad eggs in there, and I don't know who they are. The game won't tell you who they are. I think it's possible. I really do think it's possible because in this squad, most of these players were around last year. In fact, I would say 70% of them were around last year. So I got a funny feeling that we'll be in a relegation battle, and that's not good enough for the board. Oh, it's avoid relegation. They've changed their tune. They wanted to be a established Premier League club earlier. Now they've had a look at the team. They've changed their tune. And I just, But I know this kind of save. Seen it before many, many times. No, I don't want to go. I've got my eye on a couple of players. Shall I put Breno up for sale? And try and get a couple of better players. I've got to do something because this is ridiculous. He may not react well. Well, he's very positive about it. Yeah, he's not very happy, but hey-ho. This is like the dynamics going on again. He might well be the player that we need to get rid of. You never know. The only problem is I've got to play him in this game. Actually, no. I think I might give Crisp a game. Let's give Crisp a game in goal. I don't trust Breno. Not after that chat. And this is a big thing as well. You see how he set the opposition instructions up? I mean, I'd do it myself if I felt it was going to make any difference, but it probably isn't. But when you go to submit the team now, $68 million. So go to submit the team, and you go back to his instructions. He's changed them. So this is a little trap that FM has set. All those who do the opposition, have the assistant do the opposition instructions. We have to play better tonight. Otherwise, I'll throw the computer out the window. It's just... If we lose to Watford, then I don't know what will happen. At least we got the ball for a minute. Well, until we give it away. Oh, we got it again. I mean, one of the problems might be Mepham. He finished up with an average rating of about 6.5 last season, and there he is, still in the team. So maybe the new boy Dorrington has to play instead of Mepham. But there's 2 or 3 of these players who are responsible for this, and until you find who they are and get rid of them, and it's only by selling players you'll know. And it was actually Scott Twine in the Burnley save, and he was the last one of the squad out of the door. Oh God, that was so painful. And watching this is painful as well. Absolutely painful, but we are in control of the game. But if we don't score, the opposition will, because they only need one highlight. I'm actually a little annoyed by the game this year. A little annoyed is an understatement. There's actually no pleasure in watching these games. Best just to do instant result, which is what I do in my main save. Just instant result it. Because watching the game it's too predictable. You know if the opposition have a highlight, they're going to score. And it's just too predictable. See? But that one's been disallowed. So it's a good sign that this game will be 0-0 and go to penalties. And we have actually hammered them. And this is another thing that annoys me. You're constantly statistically beating teams, but you're not beating them in terms of goals. Even in losing to Premier League teams in the Premier League, we'll statistically absolutely outplay them, but it's just you can't score goals. And in this save, I am yet to have a forward who can score a goal. For 2.5 seasons, I had to suffer Langstaff. Tyler Adams, shall we get him out the door as well? Oh God, we can't even score penalties. So we pretty much know this game is going to penalties now. You can pretty much put your house on it. The game is that predictable. Right. I'm going to say we are doing well. Now that might seem like a nonsense thing to do, but I did that in my main save and did the complete opposite of what a manager might say. And hopefully it worked in my main save at the end of the last season. Hopefully it works in this one. Because sometimes that's all it takes, is to go against what the game is doing. Right, time to get some of these monkeys off the pitch. Crisp, see, he's having a good game. I like this boy. Dorrington and Brandon Williams. Just when I was thinking, oh yeah, Dorrington's the man. 6.1 for Esposito. He shouldn't be playing there anyway. My assistant's got that wrong. And then Gomez will have to come on there. .3. He's got to stay on. I haven't got Favre on the bench. But I might have to bring on a right back. I'll just push Aarons up here. He can't play there. and swap those two over. He can't do any worse. That's what I say. He's not going to get any worse than a 6.1. He's on a 6.9 as it is. But this is, I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. I could put 13 bricks on the pitch. And I know this is going to penalties. Look at this. We've absolutely taken them apart. But I still haven't got a forward who can score a goal. Even from the penalty spot. Oh, we have got a forward. And that, I think, is the team talk. Because everybody, including my assistant, was thinking, now you've got to tell him off for that performance. But just go against that. And it happened. The team talks might this year be playing a much more bigger part in the result than you realise. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna put Tyler Adams up for sale. See what happens. Watford, have they had a highlight yet? It's always a worry. I haven't got any more subs left. We'll see if we can sell a player or two. And if Breno goes, and we can sell... and we can sell Tyler Adams, that's a lot of cash. And to be fair, I'd prefer to have him playing in midfield than Tyler Adams. Because it might just be that we've got to start getting rid of this squad. Like we did with Burnley. And once we did that, everything turned around. But this is down to my team talk. And I think the more I play this, the more important team talks seem to be. See, Max Aaron's playing on the wing has still got 6.9. He hasn't done any worse than the winger we had on there. Katera, we need to sell him as well. Definitely got to sell Katera. He's been on the transfer list for like 2 years. So we need to sell him. So... yeah, I'm going to focus more on team talks now. And try and get these team talks. I mean, sometimes just doing the opposite of what you should be doing is what works. Manchester City. Oh, God. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys ever put play players out of position? Like that worked, putting Max Aarons on the wing. He had a tidy game. But interesting watching that Liverpool United game today. There, like at one point, Van Dijk was playing as a striker, and what's his name? Maguire was also playing as a striker. Like, and I've done this before. I've played midfielders at the back, and they've had good games. I sometimes think the game is really badly coded. No, I don't want to buy him. He was with us last year, wasn't he? Have a look at what he did last year. No, he wasn't with. He's with Notts County. Had a shocking season. Everyone would be a midfielder. So let's go and transfer list some of these players. Tyler Adams, enough. We've had enough of you. He would be open, so he might be one of those who's drag. He's seeing 70 million for Tyler Adams. Katera. And then we can have a spending spree. He's still wanted. Hire an intermediary. They informed me there's no interest. Celtic are interested. Good God. He's quite happy to do that. Offer via the transfer. I'm going to have to reduce his price. Let's go 35 mil. They introduced intermediaries, didn't they? To because he said it was going to make selling players much easier. I have not sold anyone yet through an intermediary. That is just like, what? Blackpool. Well, we've beaten Blackpool. No, we actually got hammered by Blackpool, didn't we? Oh, we haven't played them yet. I thought we'd been beaten by Blackpool. But no, we haven't been beaten by Blackpool. What league are they in? EFL. A fun away day. But the problem is we're in a battle with the game because it's not going to want to sell my players. It just does not want. And I had this with Burnley. I could not sell them. And this is the challenge to keep surviving. I'm not going to play Tyler Adams, but the rest of his team looks okay. I'm going to put Zaire Emery in there. See, there's no offers for Tyler Adams unless it's going to wait until the day before. So this is not... Oh, gosh. What I want to do is go and hoover, I think, while this is playing. This is going to be a thrashing. Manchester City in 10th. This is going to be a thrashing. Arsenal was 6-0. This is probably going to be even worse. But how can I deal with them? I don't think I can. But what I might do is go back to the 4-1-2-2-1. Morale is going down. So let's try and defend. Let's defend. I can't think of anything else to do but defend. And he should be cut inside with the ball. Okay. Oh boy. Anybody want to play this game for me? At least we got Blackpool next, so we lose win again. No offers. Why? Need to reduce their wage bill with the asking price as it is. I'll go down to 29, but after that, I ain't going down anymore. There's no point otherwise. Starts to get too expensive. We start to, as finances, we only get 55 of the money coming in. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2. No, it wasn't. No, we're not changing the team. Shoot on sight. Okay, I'll go along with it, but I don't think it's going to help us. You're asking the players to shoot as soon as they see an opportunity, and we can't hit a barn door to save our lives. I'll go along with it, though. For now. Why are they so happy? What does that say? Pleased to see Tyler Adams back in the team. He's not in the team. He could be the problem then. Oh gosh, I'm not going to look. I can't look. We haven't got a hope in hell. Haaland, Silva, Doku, Gavi, Diaz, Vardiol. No chance. Not unless we FM them. Yeah, stranger things happen, Simon, in this game. Our defending has been a bit better today. At least we've limited the amount of opportunities that they've had. So our defending, especially on the flanks, has been very good. And up front, Traore's not playing very well, but he goes for 12 games without playing very well and then has one good game. Haaland will have a brace in this game. Haaland always scores 2 whenever I play against Manchester City. I don't know why that is. It's like Manchester City haven't got any other players. Oh, there's the first one. Unfortunately, Simon's prediction has gone. As long as it's not 6 again, I don't mind. I mean, we're not playing badly at the back. Traore and Favre are playing badly on the flanks. So I'm going to focus play down the middle. Here's the second one. Oh, there's the first of Haaland's goals. He always gets 2 against me. I don't know why that happens. And now we're getting towards the relegation zone. Game is too predictable. I really do hope that FM25 is going to have an improved match engine. It doesn't matter that they're going to have flash interface and fancy graphics. If the match engine is the same, then what is the point? It would not make any sense. And they're probably going to charge double. Probably going to charge double the price for next year's game. Defensive performance has been woeful. Sometimes if you go against what you should say, it worked against Watford, but Manchester City are a different proposition. Looking at Traore is an absolute waste of space. Oh, what, look, it was a man free in the middle. Why did you have to shoot? Right, Traore's got to come off. He's two wingers got to come off. Let's try Armoroff in there. Gomez is on his... Favre is terrible as well. Let's put Katara in there. Absolutely dreadful. I mean, of course, it's my own fault for playing the game this way because I'm not really paying too much attention to the game. I should be stopping it and having a look who's causing the problems. Wharton is apparently, who I've never heard of, causing all the problems. So we need to tight mark him. So it's just my fault because I'm not focused enough when I'm playing. I'm kind of aware people want to see game after game after game, and if I spend 20 minutes analysing something, it's not going to make for good viewing for people. Time for more changes. At least it's not 6-0. So, unfortunately, the 1-0 prediction, I would have loved that to happen. Unfortunately. Nah, that's no fun for you guys, instant resulting. I mean, it gets through the season quick. It's just, the game is very, very predictable. And I want them to change that. Football is not predictable. The Manchester United-Liverpool game this afternoon, I had no idea how that was going to turn out. But I can predict every single one of these games from about 15 minutes on. Yeah, not happy, but it was better than Arsenal. And we're down in 15th now. Let's prepare for a long, dark season. Again. Again. And one that I'm not going to be allowed to sell players. Because that's what needs to be done. And so the game is going to work against me on that front. Who's after that? Everton. Guaranteed defeat, Everton. Because they'll be down near the bottom of the table. Yeah, guaranteed defeat. I was thinking about And I've read a lot in forums of late that people are really struggling to beat teams in the bottom of the league. I was reading a thread in one of the groups on Facebook the other day. People were saying how difficult it is to beat teams who are right down the bottom of the league. So I'm thinking that I need to figure out how that's done. And I think the answer might be to play defensive. That's what the answer might be. Just play defensive. Oh, I need him to leave, but he ain't going, is he? He's not going anywhere. There's only one day left now. So we're going with this squad then. Players can't be sold. Not very strong, is he? You need strong physical players when you're in this relegation nonsense. Maybe one for next year, but not this year. I need strong boys at the back. Yeah, that's a good rotation. Oh, and Dor, he's down to play. Let's see. It's his debut up front. Alex Scott make him vice captain? Nah. Showing no improvement. I'm not expecting any of this team to improve in anything. We've got to get rid of them all. Anyone within my purse in here? Oh, dear. I don't know. We'll go with this squad, see what happens. But no doubt, during transfer window, I'll lose 2 players very early on. They'll both get signed, Katero and Alex Scott. Or Tyler Adams, I mean. They'll both now. During transfer day, they'll go early on, so I'll be forced to make a panic buy. If we get 40 million in, I'll bring 4 players in and just pop a couple of players into the reserves. Decline that nonsense. What's the rumours? Nothing? No rumours at all? Loan list, Fredrickson, Dean Lloyd. Okay. Has no business being transfer listed. He has. He's probably one of the bad eggs in the dressing room. Is that it? Nothing's gonna happen. We're going with this squad. Anything else now is a panic buy. I think we've got a game during transfer day, haven't we? Deadline day. I wish I could make an offer of that nature. Eight hours, nothing happened. Samuel Acosta. I don't think I can afford him, can I? I think he was like 18 million. Adosta. $79 million. Can't afford him. But no, he's not available for loan. Chelsea took him, yeah. No, we're not accepting nothing in terms of recompense. You've got to pay. You want to come back with a reasonable offer, we'll think about it. But we don't like seeing zeros. No, I'm going to go with the squad that we already have. And just look forward to another relegation battle. God, it'd be so good if I could leave this club. Wonder what jobs are available. None yet. I don't think it matters who plays. McAtee is back in training, is he? Once again, there is no central defender on the bench. That's because Mepham's injured. That's why I'm screwed. If he goes to fullback, I only have 2 central defenders. Pretty screwed. This is actually a really poor team, and looking at the squad, it's actually got some very bad players. That's it. So I don't know what to do, and if you can't sell them, you can't sell them. Oh no, we don't do Never Press. Where was that? I don't really think we should be worrying too much about Blackburn. I'm expecting to see a good performance. Expecting to see running all over the pitch, totally dominating. And the only thing I can think of, we've got 3 tactics there now. We might as well just mix the tactic up all season. So we'll play this a few times and then we'll go back to another one. Just 3 if we can't find one that works. Maybe Dorrington is going to be the answer there. Oh, God. Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, they've missed a highlight. But what we do know is they'll score the next one. May not be the set piece, because set pieces are just a lottery, a 50-50. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. But an open play highlight. If they don't score with the first one, they definitely score with the second one. And I just wish my team could be as clinical as that. Imagine if I scored a goal every other highlight. We'd be getting like 3-0 wins, 5-0 wins, sometimes even 8-0 wins. And we're being beaten here by lowly Blackpool. I'm going to go attacking. Otherwise, they're just going to beat us. Okay, where are we? Cameraman needs to be fired. Passing's not very good. Need to go narrower. I thought we were supposed to be playing at a higher tempo. Come on. No. So what you're seeing with this Bournemouth is a League 2 team. That's what they are. Who's Odango? Oh, it's Quatera. Fighting for his place. We go much higher tempo. I want him playing it around a little bit faster. He's offside, isn't he? I would have given that as offside. We're just about shading it against Blackpool. Oops, spoke too soon. Well, they don't have very good strikers, do they? Because they've had 3 highlights now, but actually 2 of them were set pieces. The next one they'll score. I'm far from pleased. Look at this nonsense. So, and Dor has come in as the striker now. Not even he can do any good. It doesn't matter. I could bring in the greatest striker in the world, and it doesn't matter. Every single one of them. Ooh, have we got a corner? They're supposed to be... Traore's supposed to be a very good player, a 4-star player. Come on. Maybe it's him. He had about a 6.4 average rating for last season. Maybe it's Traore, because he's at it again. Although he has got a 6.9 today. Got to find out who the bad eggs are. Changes time. And once again, they're all getting really tired. I had this at the beginning of last season. They're just knackered. 6.4. Enough. We'll play him as a deep lying forward. Come and get the ball. That might be the answer. Brandon Williams again, rubbish. Those three are okay. And Katara's having a good game. Zaire Emery, he's had 2 good games for me now. Traore, definitely need to be looking at selling him, I think. Let's rest him now. Try Favre. Blackpool could still win this. Is this the one that's going to penalties, I wonder? 1-0 is never enough. Could be the one that's going to penalties. Ah, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. So let's do this and bring on McAtee. And let's try and see this game out. I might actually go back to a balanced approach now. Let's try and see this game out. They've actually matched us in most things. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. The late goal. It's not over yet. Oh, we just about survived that. Okay, let's go to how this tactic should be played. And dribble less. We don't need to be more disciplined. Don't need to hold shape. Oh yeah, we do now. We're trying to see the game out. That's fine. That's fine. Just see the game out now. Caribou Cup, we've got this won this season. No problem. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is a really big game coming up now. Everton. No, you're not having him for free. Undor makes his debut. 6.4. Another striker who can't strike. Katara can't play in the next game. That's it. Window finished. We are what we are. Going back to the 4-1-2-2-1 might be the right way to go about it with this team. They are just so bad. So maybe we have to go more defensive. Have these boys on support. Let's go defensive. And all we have to do then is we'll have a look at Everton. Have we got a team report in yet? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, nothing to see there. This is a very, very big game. What we can't afford to do is lose. A draw will be good. Oxford. Oh, we could get to the quarterfinals, boys. Is this the season when they're going to let us go all the way to the Carabao Cup final? Is that what this is about? That would be the same as Burnley. They do have pace, but not much else. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to drop the line back a little bit. Or I'm not sure poach is the best thing, is it? We really need pace up there. Danny Gomez is probably a better bet. We'll make him an advance forward. Get some pace up there. Oh, I didn't rest him, did I? So we're going to have tired players. This is a big, big game. He's not fit, is he? Tyler Adams isn't fit either. In fact, I'm screwed. Absolutely screwed. We're going to lose this one as well because the players are tired. It's interesting that it doesn't matter how tired the opposition are, it doesn't have any effect. But when it's your players, it has a huge effect. Like, I've seen teams with half hearts at the start of the game, hearts half full, and they've still beaten us. It doesn't seem to matter for the opposition, but you try putting a team out yourself when they're tired, you'll get thumped. Absolutely thumped. This has got to be a win. Otherwise, we possibly could get relegated this season. Happy to stay at the club. I don't want you to stay at the club now. You're rubbish. And then we got Man United and Liverpool after Everton. Oh, God, we could end up bottom of the table at the end of this episode. Oh, God. Well, we're 17th now. By the end of this episode, we'll be bottom. Oh, I don't know why I play this game. Changed his mind again. We haven't got a hope. But actually it won't be a bad thing. I mean, I've been saying this for a while, that it won't actually be a bad thing to get sacked. And then the thing to do after that is to take another job and resign. And then the match engine can't cope with that. Big, big game here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end up very pretty. But nothing's happening yet. Let's just go to... Let's see what's happening on the pitch. Let's have a look at what is happening. Well, it looks like we're camped in their half. But the age-old problem, again, of scoring goals. I think we scored 40 goals in the entire season last season. It was like painful, extremely painful. And it's going to be the same this season. 40 goals over the entire season. But we have tried. We've brought in 2 strikers, but they can't play either. Icardi is going to start complaining very soon as well, because he's been brought in as an important player. He's going to start complaining very soon. I just see him as an impact sub. Well, we look like we're the better team from what's happening on the pitch, but that doesn't mean anything. Everton have had the only 2 chances, though, but we've been camped in their half again. Yep, highlight 1-0. Oh, God. 1 highlight, 1 goal. Oh, this is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. They only have had 1 highlight again. Oh, here's another one. 2-0. Oh, he's missed one. The opposition have missed. How has that happened? They don't miss. Oh, look at these strikers again. 6.4, 6.3. I despair. Absolutely despair. I can't change the tactic again. I'm like changing the tactic every 2 minutes. (2-0). 3 highlights, 2 goals. I just wish it was the same for me. Oh, let's berate them to make me feel better. 2 set pieces, 2 goals. You've been terrible. You're absolutely... I have no idea what to do. You're so bad. I've absolutely no idea what to do. Traore, idiot. Get off the pitch. If I could sell you now, I would. Look at them. Breno. I should never have played him. Chris would have been better. Gomez, idiot. Look at them all. 6.4s, 6.5s. I can't change every person in the team. Come on, FM. That's it then. I'm wasting my time here. Absolutely wasting my time. Just put us on the bottom of the table and then get it done. Get me sacked and then it's done. Because I'm wasting my time here. That's how good we are. Everton, of course, score every highlight that they have. That's what it does for me. I'm guessing at the moment it's 1 in 10 highlights. And that's why I can't watch these games anymore. I just cannot watch them. Because immediately you see the opposition have the ball, they're going to score. And I cannot watch that. It's too painful. Oh, I don't have any more, do I? So I've got exhausted players out there because the others are playing so bad. It's just too painful to watch. If I had something to do, I'd just do it. If I had some writing to do or whatever, I'd actually just do the writing so I don't have to watch it. Because it's really silly. Three 0. Good Lord, they missed. Well, it's not over yet, though. Oh, it is now. They've missed another one. We've been absolutely hammered. I don't know what to do. So I've tried 3 different tactics and none of them are working. And it's basically because these players... Oh, we'll get a sending off as well to make it even better. It's basically because these players can't play together. So we have to sell them all. And that might take 3 seasons. Oh yeah, he's been sent off, hasn't he? Yeah, I think I'll be happy to fail, to be honest. I really don't care anymore. I'm just going through the motions. And when that happens, you might as well get out. We'll see what jobs are available at the moment. But this team is terrible. These players just won't play together. And I really don't want to do another season with them. I've got to get out. I'll go through the whole season saying I'm far from pleased. We're going to lose the dressing room very shortly. If you can't beat Everton, you've got no chance. It's going to be actually worse than last year. And now we've got to play Manchester United and Liverpool. It's just pointless. In fact, I think I might click the resign button at the end of this episode. We'll just go through Liverpool. Because I'm just not getting anywhere. So just resign. That's the best thing. And then what you have to do, I mean, I know with this situation, what you have to do after that is you have to take another club and then resign immediately. And then it confuses the hell out of the match engine. And it almost like hits a reset button. Because this has been... I've been able to do nothing since the 2nd season of Notts County. I've had no control over anything. Absolutely zero control. So let's mix the tactic up again, shall we? No, we'll stick with this one. It's the one that's going to get me sacked fastest. And he's not playing there. Esposito can play there. Aarons might as well take a hike because he's not playing there anymore. Breno is never playing again. I think that's probably it. That's about as good as I can do. Let's try Icardi. I can't play him. Let's play him as a poacher. Let's give him a try. I agree with you, Saul. If you were expecting to come and watch this Bournemouth team and see them winning, forget it. And I think at the end of this episode, I'm just going to hit the resign button. I'm tired of it now. FM has beaten me on this one. And I can't do it anymore. It's too painful. So, have to resign. If we don't get anything out of these 2 games, we'll hit that resign button. And then try and upset the game engine, the match engine. Because it's going to be worse than last year. And last year was pretty bad. We haven't got a prayer. No chance. And I've tried 3 tactics now already. It's not the tactic. It's the players. And it's exactly the same as Burnley. And I am not going through that again. Absolutely not. The match engine will have to come up with something else. Because I'm not going through that again. So we've lost Brandon Williams for 3 games as well. You were right. We should have got a left back in because it's going to start hurting my left backs now. Enough. Now, we tried that shoot on sight before, and you got it wrong then. Nothing with him. They are tired, though, but it doesn't make a blind bit of difference if the opposition are tired. It does not matter, but if you are tired, you're in big trouble. Fofana. Let's close him down. Mason Mount. Let's type mark him. He's a good player, isn't he? Yeah, extremely good player. Type mark him as well. Anthony, we don't want to be going anywhere near him. Right foot. Garnacho again. We don't want to be going anywhere near him. Hard tackle him, though, if we do come into contact with him. And Rashford, who always scores. On Rashford, the curse of Rashford, I've forgotten about this. He always scores against me as well. There's no other player who's going to score today apart from Rashford. He's not very brave, so it might hard tackle him. And just make sure my... Yeah, they're already on less often. That's it. I don't know if anybody else is enjoying watching, but I certainly... Oh, God, what have I done? I've got to go and do the opposition instructions again now. No, I haven't, but we're not going to never press a centre-back. No, we're okay, aren't we? Has he got a weak foot? Yeah, left. Turn him onto his left foot. Luckily, I'd be telling them, if you don't get results soon, I'm resigning, pal. End of story. You don't want to play, then don't play. But don't play for somebody else. Not me. Why couldn't you do that against Everton? I mean, we're not going to win this game, but, you know, if you could just do that against the smaller teams, we might be okay. Oh, good Lord. I'm absolutely convinced that to beat the smaller teams, you have to go defensive. I'm going to try it when we see the next one. Yeah, I know. This is FM to a T, isn't it? They're not going to let me win it. But they're just like trying to make me feel happy at this point in time. And then they'll take that happiness away later. So they're not going to let me win this by any stretch of the imagination. They're just like, go on, let's give him something. How come United can play it so well out from the back in FM, but they are like the worst team playing out from the back I've ever seen in real life? FM needs to reflect that a little better. That's it. Just don't close him down. Don't give him... Oh, here we go. Oh, they've missed one. How did that happen? Did you make a mistake, FM? But they've got another one. Everybody scores against us from set pieces as well. I've noticed that. Every team has a goal from a set piece against us. Which is not very nice. But we're being absolutely slaughtered at the moment. But we've scored the only goal. How long can we make that last? Oh, not like that we can't. Here's the goal. What? Did you see what my goalkeeper did? He just stood at the post and offered out the other side of the goal. And they missed. That was a Rashford moment from today. What is going on here, FM? That's fine. That's how this should be played. It's just to slow it down. What I might do is go narrow. I know he did, Sol. It was just like, here you go. And then they missed. He just walked to the near post. Oh, this is so FM. Keep working hard. You notice Icardi now. Icardi's getting his turn up top, and he's on a 6.5. What is it with strikers? Why can't I have a striker who can score a goal now and again? How many have I got to bring in before you'll give me a striker who can score? 6.4 now. Alright, let's change him then. Yeah, absolute twit. I haven't brought on any subs. Let's try Parrot up there. He hasn't had a try yet. We just play him as a poacher again. 6.6. Maybe let's try him as a deep lying forward. And then let's put him... No. Just have him coming deeper. Favre. It doesn't matter which one of these Herberts I put on there. They have a bad game every time. And then Zaire Emery, who I thought was going to be the saviour, is also having a bad game. Oh, please, one of my forwards, please, can you just score a goal? What's actually happening now? Now that we're going to be, we got to go back up to 13th. We're not going to be allowed this, but who knows? The game is crazy. Have they brought subs on, have they? Tyler Adams, I should never have brought him on. That's out, ref, that's out. What am I in? Man United have missed 4 highlights. How did they manage to do that? They are a poor team in real life, but Traore is very tired. I don't have anybody who can play on the left. Ah, boy. Let's bring him on then. Nobody's actually playing badly at the back. We've got Scott is tired though, but I could put McAtee on, I suppose. I could do that. Let's get to 85 minutes and then we will slow this whole process down if we can. FM is just unbelievable. Oh, God. Why do we play this game, guys? Is it too early to do this? There's not much I can do. To actually, what else I can do to make this, to slow the game down? Not much else I can do. I don't want to bring the line back any further. Look at these forwards, 6.6, 6.6, 6.6, terrible. Equalizer. They're not going to miss all their highlights. No, he did. It's a Rashford moment. I can't believe this game. Are you going to just let me win against Man United and I couldn't beat Everton? Well, that's stopped me from resigning, hasn't it? Crazy, crazy, crazy game. What time is it now? Oh, we got time for one more. Get these horrible games out of the way while we've... Liverpool away. We'll get these horrible games out of the way. The game heard me. It does listen. The game does listen, I swear to God. If we can get a draw against Liverpool, that would be something. But even a defeat now against Liverpool won't make any difference. We have some better fixtures coming up over the next 2 months. Getting these out of the way. Did we play City yet? No, we didn't play City yet, did we? Did we? Played Arsenal. Yeah, we did. We played Arsenal, Manchester City, United and Liverpool. We've got these big games out of the way. Yeah, I know. I just decided I was going to do them myself for that game. And I'll continue to do them. I mean, it could be my assistant manager is rubbish. He's good. He's a good assistant manager. He's a good, fairly decent coach. Great with youngsters. Great tactical knowledge. 16 tactical, 15 judging player. He's very, very good. So I don't know what is wrong. He's a very good assistant manager. Icardi, 6.43. Oh my God. When is the next game? We have a week in between, so we don't need to rest them. Yeah, you're quite right, Saul. I'm going to do the instructions myself. It's just laziness, but I thought I've got a really good assistant manager. He should be able to do them. But he can't, unfortunately. Maybe he's the problem. Maybe the problem is not the players. Maybe he's the problem. Can we beat Liverpool? I mean, I do remember the turnaround for Burnley. We went away to Liverpool and beat them 1-0. And then we went, it was the other way around. We went away to Manchester City. We beat Manchester City 3-0 away. And then we went away to Liverpool and beat them 1-0. And before that, we couldn't buy a win. We couldn't win a football match to save our lives. And so, is it going to be the same thing exactly going on here? Maybe, so he wants my job. Boy. I mean, I did do my own opposition instructions last time, and I did make a couple of changes which seem to have made the difference. Maybe I've got to take more charge here. But, I mean, we got lucky. Manchester United, I've never seen a team miss 5 highlights before for the opposition team. I've never seen that. Not in FM24, anyway. Four months. I knew I should have got a right wing in. So Katera's going to have to do a lot of work. Who's the other right winger then? Scott Favre. Troy Parrott can play on the right wing. Can we do it? Can we beat Liverpool? I mean, they are playing in... they'll probably be playing in Europe. So whilst we are not playing, Liverpool are probably playing in Europe. Yeah, they've just beaten Aston Villa in the Champions League, but they played on Tuesday, so it's not going to make any difference. But for FM, that kind of thing makes a difference. So this might be the right time to be playing Liverpool. And now I'm going to stick with the same team that did the job against Manchester United. Except we'll have to bring in another right winger. And actually, I only have two, don't I? Aina can play there as well as Katera. But I'm struggling for full backs as well. So you're going to have to start playing well, boy, for a couple of months. So Estbrand did all right, so he can keep his place. Tyler Adams actually had a good game. No, he didn't. Who was it that had the good game? And should I... Yeah, Icardi needs dropping, doesn't he? Gomez is the great hope. He wants to be an advanced... and I like the idea of an advanced forward there. So I got Brandon Williams suspended. Defenders are a problem. So Aina is going to have to play as the right wing. And then it doesn't really matter about the rest. I don't... So I have two midfielders. Icardi. Let's put Amarov on instead. Not that it's going to make much difference. We're not going to beat Liverpool as well as Manchester United. But that Manchester United result may have stopped me from resigning. We'll see what happens after Liverpool. I don't know if I can have another season like last season. Just do my head in. I suppose the way to look at it is when you've set this up, you're like saying to these players, you got one last chance. And if you don't perform better, we'll give you one season to bet in. And if you don't perform better, you're on the way out, sunshine. So you're telling these players this is it. It's your last chance. 15th now. How did that happen? Oh, 16th now. Newcastle are below us again. Newcastle were all the way through the season like that last time. Hey, Nicola, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, no, I'm going to do those myself. Wants to bring in... I got a funny feeling I'd like to bring in Emery. Oh, he's already in. No, Esposito's my DLP. And opposition. Nothing for him. Van de Ven is playing. What happened to Van Dijk then? Andrew Robertson, pacey, right foot. Which one? I've gone back to the 4-1-2-2-1. Nothing else seems to be working. See, they are a little tired. They're a bit off colour. But whether or not it makes any difference, we'll just close him down. And this boy definitely needs to be left foot and tight mark. We're not going to hard tackle him. McAllister is the same. Left foot and tight mark. And we're not going to hard tackle him either. Don't know this guy. Is this Salah's replacement? Left foot. Again, we're not going to hard tackle him. He's very strong, very brave. Whew, Luis Diaz. I'm going to tight mark him and hard tackle him. And Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. Left foot. And he's a little bit too pacey for us to be tight marking him. Okay, so the team that played last time out is going to get another chance to impress. Which tactic is interesting, Nicola? This is the 4-1-2-2-1 again. There's no pressure on us, boys. Of course, there's nothing we can do. It's down to the match engine. Just because something worked against Man United does not mean it's going to work against Liverpool, who are top of the league. Go on, hit it, hit it. Oh. So how many highlights are we going to have? That's one. We should have... Like, if that was Liverpool, that would have gone in. They're going to highlight, it goes in. That's why, exactly why, we don't want to be hard tackling these boys, because we're not strong enough and they'll win free kicks. One highlight. There we go. What an absolute nightmare. One highlight, one goal. It's horrid. It really is horrid. He's way onside. I don't know why it's even being checked. Oh, we don't want to see it. Oh, another highlight. Well, highlights are not... Set pieces are not included, but if they have another set piece, they'll score. Oh, dear. Oh, God. 2 highlights, 2 goals. Is it the same for you guys? Yeah, I can't get a tactic to work after the patch either. I've tried, this is the 3rd one I've tried now. It's just the save. There's nothing I can do about it, it's just the save. I didn't think that it would let us beat Liverpool as well. So 16th still might be worth resigning. If I lose the first game of next episode, that's it, I'm out. We do have what should be easier games on paper. But we can't win any games at the moment. Can't pass, can't shoot. Can't dribble. Apart from that, we're brilliant. Can't defend as well. But apart from that, we're fine. Oh, God. We miss open goals. How many highlights have we had? 3. Haven't scored 1. They've had 2 and scored 2. There's nothing you can do. The game is broken. They need to fix it. Look, forwards again. Both forwards. 6.4, 6.2. It doesn't matter who I put there. In fact, I'm going to put a centre back up there. Just for giggles. Because it doesn't matter who I put up there. So I'm going to put Zibriani up there. And he can play as a target forward on attack. Target forward on support, and then we'll make him an inside forward on attack. And he's injured. I've had enough of this save. All the defenders are playing poorly. Alex Scott is having a bad game. What was that? What was that? I actually heard Zealand refer to it the other day as well. He was watching people's saves, and he said, "Oh God, the guy's playing in key highlights. Pray the opposition don't have a highlight." 3 highlights, 3 goals. I wish we could do that. We've had 3-0 goals. Oh, stop it, FM. So I did hear and watch a video where Zealand did refer to it. Oh God, pray the opposition don't get a highlight. He's in key highlights. So I think it's becoming well known. I'd been moaning about it since a month after the game came out. Look at that. He's actually playing better than the striker we had on. This is just chronic. I don't have a right winger, so we'll have to play a full back as the right winger now. And it knows, the game knows that it's injured my other right winger. So let's give this right winger, he's got a bad game today. It knows. Just because I've got an injured right winger, it doesn't mean the other one has to have bad games. God help. Here's my full-back playing up top. It would be just brilliant if Zabaril scores a goal playing as the striker up there. I'm just trying to upset the match engine. At some point, it has to let me score goals. It's stupid. Let's go positive. Let's try and get a goal. How many goals have I scored all season? About 2? Apart from the league, from the Caribou Cup. 2 goals, I think, in the Prem. This does not make for very good viewing. 6.3. 6.5. 6.1 for Dorrington. I don't know. Shall I click the resign button? Because I am tired of this. Really tired of it. Or do I give it a couple of months because we have these easier fixtures? Leeds, Sheffield United, Brentford. We'll give it one more month. And then if nothing comes of this, I'm going to resign at the end of this. Because I'm not going to play the silly games that this computer game wants me to play. I'm going to get out and screw it up. Because if you resign twice, you screw up the match engine. Yeah, I know. It's stupid, Simon. It's really stupid. But it's not enough for me. Unless we get 6 points out of this lot, I'm clicking that resign button. I mean, it's not even sure. There's no teams available with no jobs available. So it's trying to make sure that I suffer. So we'll just resign and then jobs will have to come available. I don't care how long we have to wait. If we have to go to the year 3058, then that's where we go to. Because it's really silly at the moment. I've had these saves before, and I had one in the live stream last time with Burnley, and I'm not doing it again. Not doing it again. We could go to South Africa or somewhere, enjoy ourselves. Actually, what I might do is carry on with the Brazilian save on here, because that at least is a proper save. It's not being stupid. And it's based on the quality of the team that I have. So I might even do that. But I'm not doing this one. If I don't get 6 points from those 4 games, done. We're resigning. But that's it for now. I need a cup of tea and a lie down. Sorry, it's not the amazing performances that you come to see. It's just not going to happen with this team. It doesn't matter who comes in. It doesn't matter what tactic you play. It's just already decided. It's not going to happen. I am supposed to suffer for so many years. And then 1 year, I'll magically win the Caribou Cup. And then after that, things will improve. That's how this kind of save goes. And I'm not playing it. That's it for tonight. So addicting. It's probably cut down a little bit to the big version, but I would imagine it's still a good experience on the phone. What are the graphics like, Milan? What are the graphics like on the phone? There is a 4-week break. Oh, they're worse, are they? But you still reckon it's addictive. Oh, well, that's actually a good thing, Milan, because watching the games, I don't do that anymore on the PC. Off camera, in my main save, I just click instant result. I can't watch them anymore. They're silly. So I just click instant result off camera. It's much better. We have got a month break here. 18th of the 9th, which is what is here. The next game is 16th of October. I have to do a couple of friendlies. Why is there a month break? Have you ever known that? Is there a World Cup or something? Interesting. Let's just take, say, Liverpool. Go to their schedule. Yeah, everybody's having a month break. What is that for? I'll have to organise a couple of friendlies off camera, but at least I can hit instant result for those. Okay, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's depressing at the moment, but it is good to have company in my depression. We'll see what happens next time. Easier fixtures, I hope. but it's not looking very good. Not looking very good at all. So we shall see you on Tuesday with all good luck and following wind, when we'll try and put this right. Take care, guys. Have a good night. And we'll see you all for more depression next Tuesday. Good night, guys.